Welcome. This is an introductory study of Hegel's Science of Spirit, aka the philosophy of mind. Last time, we began our discussion of subjective spirit with anthropology and the natural soul. Today, we will take up the feeling soul and the actual soul and the transition to phenomenology. First, let's recall that 1. The goal of the science of spirit is freedom. This is because the concept of spirit or mind is precisely freedom. And the goal of freedom is achieved thus. In subjective spirit, spirit as the soul overcomes and absorbs its naturalness, and in psychology becomes free spirit, which is only the concept of freedom, not yet actual freedom. In objective spirit, the concept of freedom, the absolutely free will, wins its reality and gets realized in the institutions of the state. Lastly, absolute spirit is simply the unity of freedom's concept and reality, the idea, the goal, and the highest absolute freedom. 2. And freedom is nothing but self-relation as opposed to other relation. It is the experience of being infinite and all reality. It is seeing yourself, your universal true self, in every object or other. Freedom is, in Hegel's words, quote, grasping every object as a member in the system of what I myself am. 3. Freedom is achieved by ideality, by the idealization or negation of the object, nature, world, the not I or other. 4. Lastly, the method behind the science of spirit's contents is that of the UPI concept, based on Plato's divided line and the recurring movement from sense immediacy to thought universality, that is, the movement from unity immediacy to difference opposition to restored unity, which happens again and again in each new stage, section and subsection. We start from the beginning, from immediacy, then advance to mediacy, difference, and opposition, and then end with unity restored, a mediated immediacy, which then becomes a new immediacy, and so on. Anthropology, the soul as the immediate natural spirit or mind, can be summed up thus. The natural soul, you, is in immediate oneness with nature and the soul's natural features and bodiliness. Then the feeling soul, P, enters into opposition and conflict with its naturalness, for example, in hypnotism and insanity. And finally, with the unity of the soul's inner and outer and its mastery of its bodiliness, it becomes an actual soul, I. And transitions to phenomenology. Now, the feeling soul has 3 moments. The feeling soul in its immediacy, the moment of unity and immediacy, self-feeling, the moment of division and conflict, and habit, the moment of restored unity. The feeling soul, as such, enters into opposition with its naturalness, with the natural soul. Recall that the natural soul transitioned from the universal soul to the individual soul and its features and sensations, which are individual, contingent, and subjective, but will become, at the end, universal, necessary, and objective. The soul, then, as a feeling soul, is no longer a natural individuality, but an inward, feeling, monadic individuality. There is no subject-object separation yet. Hence, as Hegel says, quote, "I am what I sense." And though all the soul's contents, sensations, feelings, body, fall within the soul now begins to separate and distinguish itself from them, from its naturalness, ultimately becoming an I, or consciousness, of an objective world. The soul is thus struggling for liberation from the immediacy of its natural contents, and is seeking to master its natural individuality and bodiliness and achieve objective consciousness. The feeling individual is the ideality, the negation of sensation, body, and matter. That is, ideality is the negation of the real. Thus, the feeling soul is in a state of rupture and contradiction with its naturalness.